now live on KNR as well. Welcome baphulaphula bam kwindawo zonke eniphulaphuleni kuzo le show yethu imnandi kangaka. We will enjoy ourselves. We are on Born to Lead, and remember, here we don't mince our words. We understand our business very clearly. We are out to develop leaders. We are out to raise leaders. We are up to shape leaders. In fact, we take you up from wherever you are. We make you face exactly what God has called you to. Sifuna ubulela ke kule show igqiba kuphela yomntwana. It's a brand new show with a brand new person. Ndingene nje kunuka umuntu omtsha onuka umlungu, nuka umlungu saphuma ebhokisini. A very beautiful girl. Kangangoba ndiphantse ndathi hey uthe ezulwini mhlawumbi akukho ngxaki ukuthi kanti kukhona ingilosi eye yaduka phaa ibe iyakhangelwa ibe ilibonwa ndim ngoku ngoba ndingene kukhona ingilosi apha estudio namhlanje. Watch this time next week uzawubona ucele nantoni ofuna ukuthi uxhozele yona ufowune kukhona ingilosi studio ndifike kukhona yona namhlanje, and it was great. Thank you so much. You have managed that program in a very excellent way. Njalo nje like a seasoned and experienced umuntu bengacinga uba you are just an old person who has been on the airwaves for quite a very long time. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed the program, and I trust ukuthi nabaphulaphuli bayi-enjoye kakuhle the Gospel Friday. And I want to welcome you for tomorrow. For next Sunday again when you come. And I feel very honored so that I come on my show immediately after your show. Niyaqonda kuba uLester usengumuntu okuyimeko yezinye ingxaki ezimenza akakwazi ukuba khona ngelishwa ivele lento yanqamanana naye noSpooky kulaa nkqubo kaLester ibisithi Get Real with Lester. Okwangoku they are on a bit of a leave, and they are unable to be here, and uSpooky ukwi-maternity one, and I think when he's okay we will see how he can join up the angel that is already on a new program at the studio. Yes, and funa ukwamkela kabaphulaphuleni babonayo bethi pitch in here ndibona uThabo Smile. Welcome Sani, and ndiyabulela kukubona nonkosikazi wakwakho, and I trust naye ke uphulaphula vele ndikhumbule into yobana ndanitshatisa abantwana bam. That's why nihleli ngesidima nje ngoba kwanto endiyitshatisileyo ihlala ngesidima. Kukhona kaloku ingqele enkulu engenileyo ngoku ikhona into ebufivana engathi ifuna ukusileqa kodwa ke it's not a very serious thing engenza ubana singasasazi. That's why I'm behind the mic even at that time, and so on. Yes, and welcome ke uSmile nabanye ke abaninzi abakhona apha ku-stream yard ka-KNR. And I just want to quickly uba ndiba welcome ngengoma enokwazi ukubenza bazivele besekhaya kunjalo nje beve uba kukhona imfudumalo, kukhona imfudumalo, and sizawungena kwinkqubo yethu strong okunene, inkqubo ye Born to Lead. Yes, and we will be taking a very, very powerful topic namhlanje, which I will have to share it to you immediately emveni kwale ngoma endiza kuyidlala. Ndizama uqonda uba ngobani abazawuvuma xa ndithi mabagijime bakhwele eqongeni bahlabelele ingoma basivise kamandi sizolungisa kakuhle kunqani ke nani nibe ready. The song is coming. Yes, and it's a good song that I know you will love. Yes, ilaa ngoma endiyithandayo kakhulu ethi wakhulula ubomi bami siwogweni. It comes so strongly in my mind njengoba sijonge epaskeni nje, wakhulula ubomi bami wahlangula umoya wami siwogweni. Allow me to play that song very quickly while you are getting ready to be part of the show. Njengoba nisiza nje nina le ngoma izawube idlala, and then after that I will introduce the topic for today. Yes. Oh yes. Oh come on. Kutsho bani baphindani bese nihlabelele kakuhle nje mosilinda sithe enko before you take the stage again for the second time. Itsho ke lo ngoma waxolela izono zami wakhulula ubomi bami esihokweni. Baphulaphuli bam ndiyanamkela kwakhona, igama lam ndingusiza. Inkqubo yethu ithi Born to Lead. Kule nkqubo zonke icawe every Sunday between 6 and 7 siyahlangana size sibonisane ngobunkokheli, ngakumbi ngokwendlela uThixo awathetha ngayo nomntu ngamnye, ngoba sikholelwa ekuthini kwakusentliziyweni kaThixo ukuthi umntu adalelwe ubana abe yinkokheli, yaye wathi uThixo ke idala umntu masenze umntu ngokomfanekiso wethu makabe nobukhosi. Yaye kwakungekho mpazamo ke kuloo nto. When God said make them rule, he was not making any mistake. You were made to rule, you were made to lead, you were created for rulership. Yes, and then we wanted to assist you to go to what you were made for. Fulfill the purpose for which God created you. Yes. Mm, 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 mm. According to you. Your station of choice, your station of choice. Xa kwenzekile kwathi kanti ubuyibhudile inkonzo namhlanje, relax, ubambelele wena. Nasemva ko-7 sizoba neservice nje enoba yawuthatha imizuzu iyi-30 neyi-40, kodwa it will make you feel that you have been to church as well, nokokubana ube kwenzekile kwathi kwanti kuphosile ukuba senkonzweni. Namhlanje make siqale nje isihloko esimayelana nokutshintsha and change. Maybe to make it quite very clear and simple for you to understand and to follow me, let me give a title that says, Change is good. Change is good. You go first. Even before I begin to teach you about the ways that inspire you to change, I must say some few things about change. Number one, that you must listen to me very carefully. Changing things is central to leadership. If you don't change things, then you are not a leader. Leadership has to do with changing things. Changing things is central to leadership. Secondly, if you can go with me, if you want to make enemies, try to change something. It will always look like people enjoy when there is somebody who leads without making change. Abantu bakuthanda ukudla ngendebe endala kangangoba when you change kwakungenje ngexesha elithile. I mean, they will remind you of the good old days, of the things that are gone by. They will make you look like you are missing the point if you are actually dragging them into making some changes. If you want to make enemies, let me tell you, try to change something. Kananoma into encinci kangakanani, but uba ngabe ungathi abantu yekani ukuya pha yiyani pha, then they will become your enemies, because i-change will always. In fact, ingathi ngamazwi akhe athethwa ngomfo nguWoodrow Wilson. If uyakhumbula ngemfazwe yesibini yehlabathi, there was a kind of a president eyenelo gama. Now okwesibini, if you come with me, ndibona kukhona apha nophumlile. Tyhini Phura mntanam, welcome on show. Uyambona nanke umadam entla kwakho pha, ubokwazi uba xa khona umadam ndiyabehava, everything ihamba ngocwangco ngoxolo ngesicwazicwazi, and I come up very well. So umadam is my listener today, and ndibona ke nomntanam uphumlile. Ndivile uba utshatile, awukatshati ke kumde uze nomolokazana apha phambi kwam mntanam. Anantsi ke adibanise enze ikofu, ndifumane ikofu nenatsika nesconsi esandleni sikamakoti, then ndawuqonda hayi ke ndawuvuma. Ingekenzeki loo nto awukatshati kwawe useyindladiya nje yesoke elizihambela lapha phumlile mishe. All right, now the third thing I want to mention very quickly, Guguti, all change does not represent progress, because people can change without actually advancing anything. Never think that when I say change, I mean there is a progress. There could be change without a progress. There could be, all change does not necessarily represent a progress. That is the bottom line. That's the fact of the matter. But without change, there can be no progress. If there is no change, then there is no progress. There can't be progress without a change. And let me just sort this thing out that has disturbed our show. Somebody was ringing. Unfortunately, at the time I could not pick the phone. Now, I was just saying that all change does not represent progress, but without change, there can be no progress. I don't know if you are finding any sense in what I've said. Not every change will lead us to progress, but without change also, there can be no progress. Progress happens because there is change. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Change must happen, whatever the case, wherever it is. Change is just inevitable, but growth is optional. So people don't just grow. Growth is optional. I want to welcome uXolani Simakuhle, usemakhanda, uthi sinawe nakanjani from Gqeberha to Makhanda. Thank you, Xolani. Welcome to the show. I'll just have to stop what I'm saying when I saw you, and then I said, let me just acknowledge that ndiyakubona uba ukho uyinxalenye yenkqubo yethu namhlanje. These people baske banenkuthazo yokundifonela ngexesha elirongo kangaka. What can I do when somebody phones xana ndisemoyeni ndisewirelessini? Okay, okwesithandathu, the question is not we will go through change, but the question is, will we grow through change? Will we grow through change? That should be the question. That should be the question. I'm saying that the question is not that we will go through change, but it is, will we grow through change? I don't know, these are my just sentences which I'm just coming into my mind in the hope that they make sense to you. Ubagaba ndihlakulela lesson yami yanamhlanje ethi change is good. Change is good. Change is good. Now, let me go on with you. The ways to inspire change. The ways to inspire change. Wakhe ndi-acknowledge nje uThabo Smile, uMadam kwakunye noPhumlile phaya njengokubana bevelile. Now, let me talk to you about ways to inspire change. I don't know how many that I will talk about, but possibly I might mention 2, 3, 4, 5. But let me say all this. Zizinto ezingathasi kucacile mos uba change is good, and that change is inevitable. There is no way that we can avoid change. And if you look at me, I was somebody not like this when I was 5 years old, but because so many other 5 years have passed by, I have changed, and I have learned to accept that. Nawe lowo wawungenjalo ngokuqala kwakho uba nguwe, uthe njengoba kuhamba ixesha wayutshintsha, ngoku uyawutshintsha ngenxa yoba i-change is inevitable. Ndingabalisa kushonilanga izinto endandikhule ndithanda zona, endiye ndathi okuya ndikhula ndangazithandi. Enye yazo ndandidla ngoyibalisa kukuthanda ukwenza imoto yamacingo. Ndandingubhosi, ndandisaziwa uba ngaba yayinto yamanyani ngendaba nefactory yokuqala yomntu omnyama yeemoto, ngenxa yoba amakhwenkwe onke amancinci ayethenga iimoto zawo kum. Amanye ayide andibhatale imali, amanye eyizitshomi zam, amanye ayisiba ucingo ezigadini zabantu aze nalo kum for okokubana ndilusebenzise ukwenzela bona iimoto. Ndandiyenza imoto manyani, yayide eyam inazo neebhetri ezi zincinci zetotshi ezebiweyo, ndizifake phaa kuyo ukuba ilayite yayikwazi ulayita xa ireverse, yayikwazi ukulayita xa ibheka phambili, yayikwazi uindicate xa izawujika. Yayibamangaza abantu abangangabo. Ndandicinga futhi uba ubomi bonke buphelele phaa. Ndandisholo uba soze ndiphinde ndibe yenye into ngaphandle kokuba ngumenzi weemoto zamacingo. Ndandiqonda into yobana le nto ndisenza yona indenze ndayingqokrongqokro kwiintanga zam. Kodwa ngoku andisaqhubi imoto yamacingo, ndiqhuba imoto yamanyani. Andinawo nomdla woba ndingaqhuba imoto yamacingo. Why? Because I have changed. What inspires change? The ways to inspire change. Number one, change what needs change. How I wish people can listen to me. Change what needs change, not what is easy. You know, suvele ukhetha into elula utshintshe yona. No. It must be what needs to be changed that you must change, you know. Because cosmetic change are easier than cultural change. For example, tshintshe nje into apha ngaphambili ufake i-makeup ethile ayifani naxa usenza inguquko engenanzulu kwisimo sentlalo nempilo yabantu. That's why I'm saying cosmetic change is much more easier than the cultural change. And I'm telling you, change what needs to change, not what is easy. That is very important for me to tell you. And secondly, effective change usually begins with an inside-out change rather than an outside-in change. Nto nendlebe zokuva uyandiva uba ndithini. Ndithi, effective change begins with an inside-out change, not no. It's an inside-out rather than an outside-in change. Moruti Ndaba, no West Express. I welcome you, my brother. I'm glad that you have joined the show. Now, secondly, the second way that inspire change is let go of yesterday. Let go of yesterday so you can go tomorrow. Hey, Monway, my son, welcome, Sonny. And I'm glad that you are in here. One time you must invite all the leaders. I wish we could find a platform where we talk with all the leaders, those that lead us locally in our municipality and elsewhere. I want them to be part of our show because we are raising leaders, we are transforming leaders, we are preparing leaders. Yes, Monway. All right. Now, let go of yesterday so that you can go to tomorrow, because you will never grab tomorrow if you're still holding on to yesterday. Tomorrow will come and go without affecting you because your mindset is still settled and sitting on yesterday. You know, our brains are like, what can I say? They are like closets. Over time, they are filled with things we no longer use. That's what happens on our brains. Things that don't fit. Every once in a while, they need to be cleaned out. Khawube ngathi uya-emptisha ingqondo le yakho ngoba ikhe igcwala izinto ongazifuniyo ezakudala, amabibi akudala that are meaningless. Ekufuneka ukubana ukuthatha ixesha wethu uthi empty your brain of those things that are gone by, you know. And what can I tell you? Because I just want you to understand me very, very well, you know. And another philosopher of some sort, umfeko kuthiwa nguHarvey, wacollaborata nomfeko kuthiwa nguVenture. They wrote a kind of a book. Andisayikhumbula ititle yayo kodwa ndiyayazi enye izinto abazithethayo. They were talking about cerebral baggage that weighs us down during change. Cerebrum ngeyiphathi yobuchopha kona khona cerebrum ne-cerebellum ne-medulla oblongata, when we speak of ingqondo le division yobuchopho yakhiwe kanjalo. These two guys, they were talking about what they call a cerebral baggage that weighs us down during change. Bathi kule nto yabo endaye ndayintsontsula le ntetho yabo ndayithanda, but our baggage includes everything from one's valid beliefs and practices that have outlived their usefulness. Zizinto that are no longer useful now to misinformation and misconception that we have accepted and even embraced without much examination or thought. Let me tell you this. We care about the baggage because it negatively impacts us. The people we work with, the environment we work in, and the result that we get. The people that we work with, and the environment that we work within, and the results that we get. Yeah, but simply stated, what I'm saying is that whatever we accept and believe determines how we behave. What you accept and what you believe, it will determine how you behave. And how we behave will determine what you achieve or what you don't achieve. It will determine what you achieve or what you do not achieve. Yes, let me give you my own reflections at the end of each year. Ndingumuntu oluthandayo ixesha lokhe ndiphumle kwenye igame ngosendade ndiphumla nosapho lwam, thatha abantwana bam bonke nabantwana babo ndimke ndihlale ndiphumle ndithathe nje ixesha. Kum, that time is so important for reflection and for thinking. You are always relevant and the best for the modern world. Thank you, Mdanam. Thank you, Mdanam. I feel encouraged. I feel motivated. I feel that you are speaking to me so that I continue what I do, because I know there is a cheerleader, somebody clapping hands for what I say. May God continue to bless and use you, because I'm very proud of you. All right, let me go on and say, I was just about to talk to you about my reflections at the end of each year. That is things that visit my head every year. Number one, I ask myself a question: what did I learn during this year? I will do that at the beginning of 2023, at the end of 2022. I will ask myself a question: what did I learn in 2022? And I will ask myself a question: what must I live in 2022? And I will ask those two questions, because everything I gain, I must give up something. Man, there is no gain without giving. And in fact, in the spiritual circles, we say there is no gain without pain in spiritual matters. Yes, what have I decided to give up so that I gain something? Before you gain, you must give up. If you don't give up anything, and I'm afraid to tell you that very few things that you will be able to gain. Now, let me tell you of the third thing that actually inspires change. I'm talking of what is an inspiration for change. Number three, change is inspired by what I call active belief. Active belief. Now, listen to me very carefully. A good leader inspires people to have confidence in their leader. People have confidence in their leader. It's just that he is so good kangangoba uba inspirishile okokubana babe ne-confidence kuye. Bane-confidence kwinkokheli yabo, bayayithanda inkokheli yabo, iba-inspirishile Ndaba Moruti Ndaba. Iba-inspirishile to have confidence kuyo. Yes, but a good leader also inspires people to have confidence in themselves. Ngoba kubi into yobana ube ne-confidence enkokhelini ube ungena-confidence kubo. Into ekwenza ube a-balanced good leader, you inspire people to have confidence in you. You inspire them to have confidence in themselves. It's when they have confidence in themselves and don't have confidence in you. That is also very bad. But let me talk about the fourth inspiration for change. Change is inspired by a removal of barriers. Remove some barriers. I have to explain this. When I say, listen to me. If you are, say, let me think. If you are an employee, nothing is more frustrating than to understand the change mission, to embrace the change mission, but to be trapped by barriers. Bongani Mamkeli, I'm glad that you have joined the show. If I've said, if you are an employee, your frustration will come when you understand the change mission, when you embrace the change mission, but you are trapped by the barrier beyond your control, because you're just an employee. Therefore, you can't be able to exercise what you understand and even what you embrace. Let me tell you, job number one for any leader in times of change is to start removing barriers that will keep your team from executing the plan. Take away all the red tapes so that the people who are in your team will begin to experience movement. They will begin to experience movement. Yes, Monwe, I want to put you on my video. Let me see how I do it. Yeah, how I do it, Monwe. How I do it. I really want to bring you here. Yes. Okay. Maybe we will end up. Yeah, I hate to study these things while I'm in the middle of the show. But let me go on and say barriers are usually created by number one. As the barriers, it is a so say. Remove barriers wethu, remove barriers ukuze abantu aba osebenza nabo, bakwazi experience change, bakhule nabo, bakutshintsheke izinto, ngoba into ehamba uba kungatshintsheki zi-barriers. That is why ndithe inspiration yakho should be on removing barriers. And ngenxa it frustrates uba umntu afune ukutshintsha kodwa abe eblockwa kuba there are barriers, barriers that are blocking that. Let me tell you, barriers are usually created by number one, outdated systems. Izinto ezazikhona ngexesha lo-Russell kweli monti kwakunini when there was Russell ube usabambelela uba it was good time ngexesha lo-Russell umgaqo wasemonti Oxford yayine-traffic circle phezantsi ngoku kususwe kwaloo traffic circle, because you have got outdated system and you want us to hold on to that outdated system. That's very stupid. That's a barrier eyenza into yobana kungabikho change, because ubambelele kwi-outdated system. Number two, outdated procedures. Kube khona ii-procedures ezazisetyenziswa kudala ezi-outdated, ezingasana stance yakusincedisa kwixesha esiphila kulo ngoku, zibanga uba unga-embrace i-change. Okwesithathu, outdated people. Ukumbone lo mntu lo mntu is not just only a dinosaur, uphila ngondebe endala, u-outdated yena kuqala, and akasibambezela singafiki kulo Moses uba ngaba silibala kumamela yena, ngenxa yoba bakhona abantu who are outdated people that can become a barrier and block us from advancing the change. Abokugqibela as outdated products. Usabilisa amanzi nge-primer stove, chovy prime, fagi brick. Yeah, man, that's an outdated procedure. Stove edongeni ngoku sifaka isitovu ku-1, ku-2, ku-3, ku-5, sibeke iketile ibili. Kungenjalo sivele sibeke iketile le ngokwayo, sicofe phaa edongeni, iketile izibilele ngenxa ine-element apha kuyo. We no longer use i-outdated products. We no longer have basibasa umlilo phandle sibeke i-ayini yentsimbi itshise phaa siyithatha siyikhuhle emhlabeni before siyo-ayina iimpahla zethu. Sivele siplage i-ayini egumini sithathe ngoku-ayini ngenxa yoba we don't use outdated products for things that block change, that are barriers to change. Outdated system, outdated procedure, outdated people, and outdated products. Uba ngaba Thixo angazasincede sijonge ezo zinto, siguqule ezo zinto. Ungathi nomculi madoda wasecaweni ethi iguqule yami intando, ngenxa uyavakala umculo uba uyayibona uba le ntando yakhe is outdated, because xa intando i-outdated ingenza okokubana ungatshintshi, and xa ungatshintshi awuzukwazi ukukhula. It is inevitable that you change so that you grow, because if you do not change, you will not grow. Growth is a prerequisite, and change is a prerequisite for growth. Yes, I have said so, and I believe that you hear me very well. Now, let me tell you, the first and the most important part of this challenge is to do some serious diligence to clearly define the enemy. When you get so city enemy your enemy, you can easily label people who are supposed to assist your enemies. You can fight against your friend and think that your friend is your enemy. Ngenxa yokuba nengqiqo eshwabeneyo nengqondo evalelekileyo engenawukwazi ukuqiqa kakuhle uba yintoni efunekayo. Ungalwa nabona abantu uThixo bekusondezele bona ukuze aku-assiste ugqibele ungaphucuki kuloo nto. Therefore, I say to you that the first and the most important of this challenge is to do some serious diligence to clearly define the enemy. This requires getting input from everyone, especially those frontline employees who are dealing directly with the customers. Get an input with them. Ake ndifunde le message yakho Monwe, ndivuka kamnandi namhlanje uba ndinawe mntanam, my own son, you know, ndihambe naye ukwenzela uba ndiyazi uba yonke le nto endiyitshoyo noba kwenzeka ntoni okuya ndikhula izawushiyeka ibanjwe zizandla zamabhungu mfondini zikwazi utshintsha imeko yolawulo lweli lizwe and things begin to become okay. Daddy, I have shared this important wisdom to a number of groups I'm a part of. Please do that, Monwe. By share button corner up. This thing is public. Please take it, the video after I'm done, and share it. In actual fact, it will be available for the next 30 days. Yes, and you know, Monwe, I show you. Yes, Shedrack Mukobeng. Yes, Shedrack, I want to welcome you and say thank you that you have joined the show as well. And many other people are on my stream yard here. They have joined the show. All right. Now, to remove the barriers effectively, if you want to remove the barriers effectively, ngoba sesivene into yobana ikhona into ekuvalelayo mqabane lam, ikhona into ekuvalelayo nkokheli yam, ikhona into ekuvalelayo mzalwane wakho ebanga uba ungatshintshi, iblockile, ungatshintshi nje, ungakhuli nje awutshintshi, ungatshintshi nje une-barrier. Something is blocking your growth. Idala into yobana ungatshintshi, and we are talking to that barrier. Ndithi ke kuwe ke zitrain ukuyiremova i-barrier. Khuthala, qala ngokwazi uba who is your enemy, so that you don't label abantu i-enemies zakho who are not even your enemies for that matter. Let me help you a little bit so that you understand me clearly what I want to tell you. In order to remove a barrier effectively, le nto ekuvalela bungatshintshi, in order to remove it effectively, ngoba sekucacile une-task, une-job omawuyenze, remove the barrier. I wish everybody of you could say, yes, I hear that, remove the barrier, otherwise you will never change. Uba kusekhona isiciko sikuvalele kabla abantwana bakwa-A babesithi yintwana encinane, yintwana engekhoyo ebamba izidenge zingafuni ukufunda, yintwana encinane, yintwana engekhoyo ebamba ii-leaders zingafuni ukukhula, because there is a barrier to their change. And sendithethile kanobomi ngebarrier, kodwa ngoku ndifuna ukukunika itechnique netip yobana ungayiremova kanjani. To remove effectively your barrier, you must, number one, listen. You must, number two, learn. You must, number three, lead. Yes, listen to me. You must listen, learn, then lead. Listen, learn, then lead. Listen, learn, then lead. You know, when you are up to your rear end in what do I want to say? I want to make a wild example. In alligators, it is hard to remember that your purpose is to drain the swamp. Ubuzama ukukhupha amanzi edamini suke ngengwenya ibonakale futhi uba ikuthe xhakamfu ngonyawo, uyayilibala into yobana yo kanti neyona njongo yakho ukukhupha amanzi edamini. ujongana nale ngwenya ekubambe apha enqineni ulahlekwe yipurpose ibikuzise kulo mgxobhozo kwasekuqalekeni uba into ibikuzise apha ibingawuzanga kulwana ngwenya ubuzokhupha amanzi edamini into kunayo uye wathi wanqaku yingwenya ikwenza ingwenya uyibone njenge-priority uswipe ii-priorities ujongane nengwenya ulibale ngona msebenzi ubenzele wona. Enye yezinto eziku-assistayo that energize i-change ukuthi simplify the message. You know, how can I say this? You know, making the simple complicated is commonplace. Most people, they love to take the simple and make it complicated. You know, that is what is common. But making the complicated simple is awesomely simple. And that's creativity. Ubufuna ukwazi uba xa kuthiwa you are creative, what does that mean? Creativity is making what is complicated simple. Ibreak emntakwethu ivakale unganditshoneli ngezangotshe zamazwi azimelayo nobuqotha qekile bokundibonisa uba wazi kakhulu. Make the complicated simple, then I will know that you are creative. In fact, not every Tom, Dick and Harry is able to make what is complicated simple. Abantu abakwaziyo ukuthatha into bayenze simple sube kwasabona be-creative. I-creativity ndiyimeasurisha ngoba uyakwazi ukuthatha into complicated uyenze ibe simple, you know. All right. I can do very quickly some communication questions. Question number 1 with communication, Shadrach, is, do I understand what I'm saying? Question number 2, do they understand what I'm saying? And question number 3, can they tell others what I am saying? And question number 4, can others understand? That's a big question. Can others understand? There's somebody who wants me to open a chat log with that person, and I'm beginning to see if I cannot do that. Accept. Yes. King, you are connected now, and I wish you could begin to chat with me the manner in which you would love to. Yes. Wow. Ndiyandifunda into ezininzi. I-change yehlela mna ngoku bantakwethu. I've never done this in the middle of a show, but somebody came in and wathi kum ufuna ukuvula i-chat log, and ndayiqala ke le chat log, and kunjalo nje ingathi akekho nakweli lizwe ngoba xa ndibona nenamba yakhe leya ukwilizwe likude sesine-36 seconds sikwi-chat log sijastata ngamva uba ufuna ukuthini yena, and we are connected. I don't want to disconnect. I just want to hear you on the chat logo. Yes. Here, my device output, control my device, keyboard enable, and whatever. All right. Because I don't want to miss on what I am trying to share to my listeners, let me just leave it there and continue. Yeah. And the umbuzo wesine. 4 questions, the communication. Number 1, do I understand what I'm saying? Number 2, do they understand what I am saying? And number 3, and can they tell others what I am saying? And number 4, can others understand what they are saying? Those are very important questions, you know. And let me take you again, and in my finish, talk about the 6th way to inspire change. I'm putting my mind at thinking. Ways to inspire change. Mhlambi, let me put it simple by saying, when I'm on way, reasons to change. Mhlambi, I need to put a statement in the question. Diteko change what needs change, not what is easy. And then I know that the question is this change essential for improvement? Ibangathi uzibuza lo mbuzo so that uzotshintsha into oyaziyo uba it is necessary for improvement. Number 2, let go of yesterday so that you can go to tomorrow. The question you need to ask yourself, am I willing to give up in order to go up? Because for you to go up, you must give up. Uyasindwa mntakwethu, zikhona ezi zinto, phungula, uyasindwa. For you to go up, you must give up. There is no way that you can go up usaxakathe zonke ezi zinto. Khulula igamboots uba ngabe ufuna uphumelela umdyarho we-100 meters, ubeke phantsi nedyasi lena. Give up so that you are able to go up. And ndithe okwesithathu, activate belief. The question ongazibuza yona kukuthi, are my beliefs and behaviors consistent with one another? And ndithe okwesine, remove barriers. If you remember well what I have said, sibuza umbuzo othi, have I clearly defined the obstacles and implemented a plan to remove those barriers that are blocking me from advancing and becoming successful and changing in life? And okokugqibela, simplify the message. This is what I've just said towards the end of my talk. And then umbuzo ongazibuza wona about simplification of the message is my goal so clear that change is possible? Is my goal so clear? It's a compelling vision. Is your goal so clear that change is possible? Because ngamanye amaxesha unganombono right kodwa igoal yakho ingabikho clear and change igqibela ingenzekanga, not because awunanto ebhadlileyo ofuna ukuza nayo. Into okunayo nje qha sibethwa into enye kukuthi awukho clear. What you want to happen is not clear, and that hits us below the belt and it destroys us kakubi gqitha, singakwazi ukuthi sifikelele apho sifuna ukuya khona. Yes, singagqibela singafikanga apho sinomnqweno wokuya khona. Okay, now let me take number 6 kwezinto bendizithetha. Noba ngunamba bani na, kodwa ndicinga uba yenye inambara yezinto ebendizibalisa kuba ndithetha ngentloko ethi the ways in which you can inspire change. Because into endikuyo namhlanje kukutshintsha. Inqambuzane esitshitshisana ngayo ukuze kube khona impucuko yintshintsheko. Uyabona xa sithetha i-politicians, singakuxelela into yobana kwakunjani ngo-1994 kunjani ngoku. And sithi uze sisiqonde into yobana isibhadlile, sibone ububi esasikubo ngela xesha nobumandi esikubo ngoku. But if nothing has changed since that, then we feel into yobana the people who lead us are useless. If there is no change, then you are a poor leader and a stupid leader. Because your leadership does not lead to any kind of change. There is only an effective leadership if there is change being experienced. Send it chill on that. Don't change what is easy. Change what is supposed to be changed. That is very important. Now, number 6. Lead with speed. Lead with speed. That will inspire change. Lead with speed, because in times of change, there is always the question of how fast do we move? How fast do we move? Abantu sebenza izinto ezikhohlakeleyo nje. Babona ispeed sakho ngathi uyacotoza. Uhamba kancinci. Uhamba kancinci. Move with speed. Lead with speed. Ngengoba although there is no right answer for everyone, the right answer to most is as fast as possible. As fast as possible. As fast as possible. Uba ngoba kufuneka kwenzeka into ethile, kufuneka kube khona ibhlorho apha. Izawuba khona nini le bhlorho? As fast as possible. That is the right answer. I mean, noba kungekho correct answer, kodwa ihlala right le ethi as fast as possible. Don't remember to mention this 4-letter word, as fast as possible. A sentence of 4 words. The 4-word sentence, as fast as possible. Yes. Let me give you, maybe ngengoba lento speed ingaba confuse abantu. I want to give you some speed statements. Statements of speed, Answering yes to the first 5 ways to inspire change will help you to lead with speed. Yes. Now, the more people require to change, the longer it takes. Baninzi abantu abafuna izindlu abazakhelweyo. Izawuthatha ixesha elide le nto yokwakhiwa kwezindlu. Kodwa ngaba bebembalwa ibizawukhawuleza. The more people require to change, the longer it takes. The more difficult the change, the longer it takes. The desired perfection and the fear of failure slows down the speed, because what you want to perfect at the end and the fear that you will fail, it will slow you down. Slow you down. I don't know ndimono wandimndodwa wakwayifunda incwadi yomfo ekuthiwa nguKevin Kelly, unencwadi awayibhalayo ethi New Rules for the New Economy. It's a nice book, New Rules for the New Economy. Kule ncwadi yakhe unomqolo apho athi uKevin Kelly uthi wealth today flows directly from innovative, not optimization. It is not gained by perfecting the known, but by imperfectly seizing the unknown. I don't know where I that's why I share it back to you. Uti, wealth today flows directly from innovation, not optimization. It is not gained by perfecting the known, but by imperfectly seizing the unknown. Mambele nto ungekayazi mntakwethu uyigrebe ubone uba loo nto ayizukudala iwealth yanamhlanje. Tomorrow comes at us with a lightning speed. That's the thing about tomorrow. Tomorrow akulindi mntakwethu. It will be knocking at me tomorrow morning. I was thinking tomorrow, and I ndilinde. Ayinanto loba ndisezawulala okanye ndisazolula okanye ndisadiniwe okanye ndisacinga tomorrow. It's not waiting for me. You know, tomorrow comes to us with a lightning speed, and your competitive advantages is a fleeting thing. As leaders, we must create an environment. Let us create an environment that puts innovation front and center. Front and center. Your people must know it is the key to your company's survival. You must create a climate that rewards the risk and creative effort. You know, your people must not fear mistakes, but understand that honest mistakes can be life's main source for learning. So teach them to fall quickly and often to enable them to reach their next plateau. To help them reach their next plateau. I understand there could be a lot of people would not agree with me on this point, but I don't care. It works. And if you could try yourself, you will discover it works. No, let me tell you this, that luck will be cornered by luck. Luck follows speed. Failure, when understood correctly, helps you. Let me tell you these things. Find yourself. Find your way more quickly. And esihlanu into endifuna uyithetha. Speed is important in creating short-term wins. Ba unomnqweno wokwenza impumelelo yomzuzwana, ispeed sibalulekile. Never underestimate the significance of early victories. They nourish the faith in the change effort. They give an emotional lift to those who are working hard, and they keep the cynics at bay also. And very importantly, each victory helps to build momentum, which can be a wonderful friend when you are riding the wave of change. Phambi kwaliphela ixesha lami, mandiyithethe into esixhenxe that inspires change. Okwesixhenxe, change is inspired by, what can I tell you? Let the customers call the shots. Let the customers call the shots, because success doesn't happen by accident. It starts with an unwavering commitment to build a dedicated team. Oh, madoda mamtolo, why welcome Dlangamandla. Success does not happen by accident. It starts with an unwavering commitment to build a dedicated team who serves their boss, who serves their customer. Mandithethe into ethi, change is only appreciated if it is meaningful or appreciated in the eyes of the beholder. That's what happens to change. Are your communications, your actions, or relevance to your customer? If it is not, you too could end up under a whole heap of green marble. Early in my leadership years, I just want to talk about myself a bit. Early in my leadership years, when I'm on the way, I mistakenly thought that my people were there to help me achieve my vision and my goals. Ndibhaqa ngoku ndikhulu batyini abantu abanamsebenzi nombono wam. Kunjalo nje abarhaleli nokundinceda ukubana ndiwuphumelelise umbono endinawo, and ndiyanikanyelwa kukuthi it was the mistake of my youth that ndandicinga ngolo hlobo. Yes, yes, our chat is open here, and let me see uba sitheni kwichat yethu nomhlobo wam. I see some other stuff that's coming in. Okay, no, we are just connected. We are 13 minutes getting connected, but I don't see exactly what we are saying to each other. I was just checking the input. Ngoba baphulaphula bam ndifuna uba ndibe nani estudio ndithethe nani. Lwando Tyanki, welcome Lwandos, and I'm glad that you are in apha kwi-StreamYard njengoba ndivule platform eziliqela for le teaching yanamhlanje. All right, now let me quickly move on my talk because u7 wam selebethile. Ndiqhuba ukuthi ke ndandicinga uba abantu barhalela ubona ivision yam iphumelela cwayi, but ndizoqaphela ngoku njengoba ndiqhuba tyhini abantu abanomsebenzi nawo phumelela ngaphumeleli kwevision yam. In fact, abanomsebenzi nawo noba iyaphi bangaske bancedise nje ukuyidobelela kunoba bayifunqule apha. Ndandibhanxekile ndicinga uba tyhini ngathi abantu bacrazy ohlobo nam ndicrazy lulo, kanti abantu they are not at all. And when I grew up, I grew up there and I understand a lot. Now, let me tell you, number 8, let your action speak. Because you can't teach culture, you have to live it. You have to live it. You have to experience it. You have to share it. You have to show it. That's very important. Live it, share it, experience it, and show it. These are words ezake zathelwa ngumfo ekuthiwa nguBrent Harris. Andisayazi nje iposition yakhe wayeyintoni, kodwa wakhe wathi lo mfo, to change any culture in any company, the people at the top have to show it, because words without deeds mean nothing. People do what the people see. Words without deeds mean nothing, because your people will do what they see. You know, people buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. Baqala abantu babe nebhayini apha kuwe phambi kokubana babe nebhayini kule vision yakho. Uba abantu abakuthandi, noba beautiful kanjani ivision yakho, uzawukha phantsi isitya sigcwele, because people will never walk with you if they can't get along with you. They cannot go along with you until they get along with you. They first must get along with you before they go along with you. That's how people are made. Abantu badalwe banjalo. If they cannot get along with you, they cannot go along with you. Maybe I need to say this. Inspire personal accountability. Inspire personal accountability. You know, mhlawumbi abantu abaninzi bangandibuza uba, what do I mean by that? Achieving success through personal accountability is very important. I like it when each individual in a company can benefit by adopting a personal accountability attitude. Let me share some few things, then I close. You have more control over your destiny. You become more active contributor rather than a passive observer. Other people look to you for leadership. You gain the reputation as a problem solver. You enhance your career opportunities. You enjoy satisfaction that comes from getting things done, the power of positive doing. And you experience less anger, you experience less frustration, you experience less helplessness, because all leading to better physical health. Because nethi ungabi na frustration eninzi, ungabi na anger eninzi, ungabi na helpless eninzi, nempilo yakho iya-improve kancinane. Uguliswa yi-frustration ne-anger ne-helplessness. That's why ugula kangaka. Awuzazi uba zinto ezidala uba unyukelwe iswekile, ube ne-hypertension, ube ne-kidney failure, ube ne-heart problem, ube all those things are because of the amount of anger and frustration and helplessness. That kind of energy in you is suffocating your psychosomatic cells and can lead to you getting sick. Yes, that's very important. The most important words of personal responsibility are as follows. Let me say them very quickly and I'll end there. I won't wait for others to take the first step. I won't wait for others to take the first step. Those are the 9 most important words on earth. Let me give you the 8 important words on earth. If it is to be, it's up to me. Those are the 8 important words on earth. Let me give you the 7 words. Ndizawuhlala nawe ngomgca inde ndiyofika kweyokugqibela. Ndiqale kwi-9. Indeed, I won't wait for others to take the first step. In fact, those are the 10 important words. I won't wait for others to take the first step. Those are the 10 important words. The 9 important words, Ziti, if it is to be, it's up to me. Those are the 9 important words. The 8 important words, Ziti, if not me, who? If not now, when? If not me, who? If not now, when? Those are the 8 important words. Now, if you want me to give you the 7 important words, 7 important words, try. Let me take a shot at it. Those are the 7 important words. Let me take a shot at it. Those are the 7 important words. Let me give you the 6 important words. The 6 important words is when you say, I will not pass the buck. I will not pass the buck. Those are the 6 important words. Let me narrow them down to 5. The 5 important words is, you can count on me. You can count on me. Those are the 5 important words. And let me give you the 4 important words. The 4 important words, it is my job. It is my job. Those are the 4 important words. And let me give you the 3 important words. The 3 important words is just do it. Just do it. These are the 3 important words. Maybe you need 2 if you are like me. I can give you 2 important words. The most important words on earth, 2 important words is I will. And maybe the 1 important words, the most important word, 1 word that is important is me. Me. Because your future depends on many things, but mostly yourself. it depends on yourself. Yes. And allow me to finish this talk next week. I still feel there is something in me that I have to share. Manithathe ngokungathi namhlanje ndiphele nje ndithetha nani nge-10 most important words, and I hammered those 10 important words because I want you to know them. I want you to feel them. I want you to understand them. I want you to respect them. I want you to reorganize your life in the manner in which I am trying to teach you here. And maybe on that note, kubalulekile ubana ndidlale ingoma ulwando ndizama ujoga abantu abatsha abangenileyo hayi xa bebaninzi kakhulu andizuba nalo ixesha lokuba acknowledge bonke. Bayandazi abaphulaphuli bam, ndiyabathanda yaye ndiyathanda ukuba acknowledge xa ndibabona, but nonke ndiyanibona ngapha nangapha. There are a number of platforms I'm looking on in front of me at the same time ezindenza into yobana ndikwazi ukunibona nonke. But okwangoku khane ndiyeke bantwana basekhaya ndikhe ndihambe ndiye enkonzweni. Sitshintshe ikhasi ngoku, sizawuqala ekuqaleni, zayicima le video and we start a new video. Kungenxa yoba le nkqubo eqala ngo-7 o'clock ukuya ku-8 sekungo-10 past 7 already. Ithi unbounded word, unbounded word. So ndizawutshintsha ke ndiye kulo nkqubo, makhe sidlale ke ingoma ukulungiselela ukungena kwinkqubo yethu. Inkqubo yangecawe ke le, ndiyathanda nonke nibe ready for yona. Kunjalo nje niyilungele, nibe right, nibe good, nibe kumoya olungele uba ningangena kule nkqubo kunye nam. Ndizama ucinga eyona ngoma enifaneleyo ke namhlanje ezawunenza okokubana nani nizive ubana good, we are in it. Yes, good, singenile enkqubeni ethi unbounded word. Yes. And ingoma endicimba mhlambi ndiyayithanda ingakhe nikhuthaze nikwazi ukunantsika ukubana anigcine uThixo ninyanisekile. Let him keep you true. Lord Jesus, keep you true. Allow me to play that song as I change the program.